Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash and it's Serie A. It's week 21 and all the big guns are winning again. That's great for me because I'm on Milan. I don't like the fact that Inter keep winning and Juve are turning a corner as well. Okay, no problem. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that I can notify you and you'll never miss any content again, which is okay because I wake up in the morning and I think I'll do Serie A on Wednesday next week just to keep everyone on their toes. If it is your first time and you've just subscribed, then please press the thumbs up. That shows your appreciation. But also have a little chat. Get yourself in there. They're a friendly bunch and they're a knowledgeable bunch as well. And remember, we're all a family, so we have to stick together. Press a link in the description. That will take you over to Alex's articles, sometimes Tan's and sometimes Martin's. But every single sport that we cover here on SBR is also accompanied by an article. So you want to go over there and have a great read. Now, I'm going to have Alex and I'm going to have Tan.
Who?
No, Tan. Tan was last seen walking around Milan with a nice little cup of coffee in his hands. Lost track of time. But listen, we must be kind to him because when you get to his age, you do forget things. I cannot believe he's forgotten.
If you want me, I will put you his 7 seconds of a WhatsApp message.
I received a walking call and I lost the concept of time. Just 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
I love it. I love that you've outed him. I love that. Listen, there's no hiding place. Well, before Tan gets here, let me do my little bit of a newsreader a little bit because we're offering a $1,050 prize pool. SBR is inviting all its Twitter followers to the Super Bowl trivia. Daily winners and it's daily trivia. Okay, so this has gone from Monday right away through to Sunday, which is obviously February the 7th. And all you've got to do is follow at SBR Sports Picks. All you've got to do is look for the day's trivia, quote the tweet with the answer and the hashtag. And the hashtag is hashtag SBR Super Bowl. The trivia closes every day at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is like the middle of the night in Europe. And then if you've won, the winners will be announced the next day. And if you haven't won, then do it the next day. Because if you haven't won, then that means that your knowledge or your history of the Super Bowl is not as good as you thought it was. So maybe you'll get an easier question like, who's the greatest quarterback of all time? And if you don't put number 12 on there, then that's why you didn't win. So anyway, good luck, everybody. That's my little bit of news reading. Alex, Serie A, honestly, we're absolutely smashing it. We're over 32 units of profit.
Yeah, if only Spezia had won that match, that would be amazing. 10.0 there. Genoa did their job, Spezia didn't. But yeah, good round. Not bad.
I don't often give myself credit, Alex. I don't often. But 5 weeks ago, I said Genoa were the side coming into form. I want to be with them. And I left them alone last week. A massive plus 150.
I don't understand how you left them alone because, I mean, if you think about it, that was the easiest match for the last 3-4 weeks, if you put it that way, you know?
I know, I didn't lose. The thing is, I didn't lose confidence.
He just entered live and he started to move his hands already, you know?
Oh, hello. Oh, what's the matter with his arm? Someone's been throwing darts at him. Show us your arm, please, Tan. What is the matter with that arm? Oh, I look like someone was throwing darts. Okay, so if you are...
Buongiorno, everybody. Sorry about it.
No problem, Tan. Alex, if you can get your prop ready, because some people might have just joined us in the chat and maybe not realised why Tan is late. So if you could just like let everyone know why Tan was late, that would be great. Okay. Are you ready?
Walking call and I lost the concept of time. Just 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and I will be there.
So that's 5 minutes and 2 minutes. He's lost the concept of time.
No, the beginning of audio is I received a working call.
Oh, okay.
You didn't get that. I said I received.
We don't put the beginning. We just put when you lost the concept of time.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Listen, you're safe with us. You're amongst friends, Tan. No one's going to out you. By the way, I cannot wait to talk to you about your Bundesliga selections last weekend. But
was very good or very bad?
Look, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what he did last weekend in Bundesliga.
Guys,
because
I don't remember what I did yesterday.
You know what you should have done? You should have asked the cleaning lady, how did we get on at the weekend?
No, was it very good or very bad?
5-0.
Grandissimo. Actually, even Serie A. Serie A was 4 out of 5, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, when you're getting like minus 300s and things like that.
No, minus 300. I believe Genoa. You didn't believe Genoa.
No.
I believe Genoa.
Correct.
I'm glad you listened to me.
No. I listened to myself. And when you said, I don't know, Crotone, I said, guys, forget about it. Genoa are playing in a different way. Crotone, yes, they're having good performance, but Genoa went in a different dimension. And you didn't believe. You didn't believe. And it was
tell us something else. What is that sculpture on your T-shirt?
I'm very, very, very happy you asked. I'm so happy you asked. Because the artist saw the video of last week, and she, because it's a she came to my place and brought this brand new made shirt by her and saying this is dedicated to the ignorance of the guy that talked about the previous
Brilliant.
shirt.
Can you get me? I love it. Can you get me 1 cent, please, Tan?
No, because you have to pay taxes for it.
Can I get you what? Can I get you what?
Can you get me one of them T-shirts?
You want this type? Because they are all unique types. It's like
no, I want that type.
You want this type? Okay, I will ask. By the way,
that's all you can do. I mean, it'll cost you like I don't know, €5 to send it, and then I'll have to pay €1,000 to get it through the door.
What is the what is the shipping over Costa Rica? How much is costing?
Egg for you, nothing. Just let them know it's you sending it.
No, I will ask.
You can
take it out of the wrapper. Serious. Take it out of the wrapper, scrunch it up, put it back in, and put used item in there. Because if they think it's new, I have to pay about 1 million colonis. Anyway.
By the way, for who is fond of this art, she's called Sanda Skujinja. So go look for her.
Right.
Write
it on the chat because we don't spell it at least.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to spell it on the chat and just put someone's name. Freddie, put up the records, please, for Serie A. Week 20.
Hello, guys. How are you? I'm so glad to be back.
Your own time. Alex. Yeah, Alex would have been up 0.95, I think, or something mad like that, 0.94, but he added on that half a unit that cost him. Okay, but he's still up. Tancredi's up 8.38. He's loving life. Flash 16.36. I lost a couple of units last week, which was very unlucky. Scoring, not scoring. Parlay lost a unit, so we've got to switch on, gentlemen. I want that parlay back up, but the total of plus 32.6 is very, very healthy indeed. Here we go. Yo Carl says, I've only come here to watch Tancredi. You're a good judge then, Yai. Good judge. Let's go for Friday night's game. I'm going to come to you first, Alex. It's Fiorentina plus 530. Draw plus 310. Inter minus 160. Do we complicate this?
No, but we will not play the straight winner market. Maybe if you want to play the straight winner market in a parlay, yes, with Inter there, because Castrovilli and Milenkovic are out for Fiorentina. They were red carded against Torino, and I think that they will be missed in this match a lot. Inter are coming after the Serie A, after the Coppa Italia match yesterday with Juventus. They lost 2-1, and but I think that this is a good moment to bounce back, because Fiorentina are dreadful right now. They played half a match good against Torino, but after that, of course, with 2 red cards, what to do, you know? At the end of the day, they were very happy with 1 point against Torino. So I think that the best way to go is stick Inter in an accumulator bet, in a parlay bet, however you want it, at 1.6, it deserves a place in your parlay.
That's exactly what I've done this week. I found that this card was full of traps or no value 10. So I have actually stuck 4 teams together, and it comes to plus 4.18, I believe. And Inter is my first leg. Am I off to a good start, Tan?
Inter to win, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, in the chat, there is someone at the beginning writing, let's batter Tan for being late. His name is Gordon Watson. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who is this guy at the very beginning. Look, it's very tricky because look how much he's laughing. Because the 2-1 in Coppa Italia was very demanding. Inter actually didn't deserve to lose, but the game was super demanding. And Antonio Conte played his best 11. So, well, there were not Hakimi and Lukaku because suspended, but 9 out of 11 was the best 11. And after losing
but Hakimi and Lukaku are the top.
They are. That's true. But I mean, it was demanding for all the other 9. And the return leg is already, especially what counts the most, the return leg is already next week. And Inter must recover the game. And for the way they lost yesterday, for how difficult anyway now is, they believe they can try at least. So they will be very tired. There will be, I believe, huge rotations. At least 5 will be changed. 1 in defense, 1 or 2 in midfield, maybe 1 up front. So
Lukaku come back.
Lukaku come back. Yes, Lukaku
1,000%.
Okay.
I would go more for both teams to score, because anyway, Inter are always conceding something, even though in the last games didn't happen. But Fiorentina are slowly rising up. The fact is that in a normal situation, I would tell you, okay, Inter to win. But I think that Fiorentina, even missing Castrovilli and Milenkovic, the 2 suspended Alex mentioned, I think that anyway can have some chance. Don't know if enough to stop Inter, but I feel safer with both teams to score.
Both up is saying 10 will never say if it's safe to bet on Inter, but that's because he's an Inter fan.
No, because it's not. Because it's never safe to bet on Inter. I mean, how many accumulator has killed this season? I mean, when they lost to Sampdoria, when they drew at home to Parma, look where Parma is. Inter has been one of the very few to waste points with Parma. If we put together the top 15 European clubs, I think that the most unreliable among them is Inter. Really, there are other clubs, when they are in a good form, they are in a good form. When they're in a bad form, they're in a bad form. But Inter are like Premier League season of this season, completely unreliable.
Yeah, they're like Dortmund. They're like Dortmund from Germany. They're like the mighty Saints from England. And maybe...
the mighty Saints. Come on. You cannot put Southampton on the same level, please.
Why?
You cannot. You simply cannot put Southampton...
Oh, it's time madness. It's time madness. Let's move on. Because here's the second leg of your Don't Complicate It parlay. Is Atalanta at minus 270. Draw at plus 400. Torino at plus 800. Tan, people are going to have a little bit of Torino double chance here, just like Genoa did to them. Are they going to frustrate, or does Atalanta just go, don't complicate it, they win?
There is room for a double chance. I'm not going to lie you. I don't feel still comfortable to pick it for a simple reason. Tonight, we are talking about this before that Atalanta played their first leg of semi-final tonight. But for how it will go, unless they win 4-0, which is unlikely against Napoli. Anyway, they have the return leg next week, and Atalanta care a lot about this, because in all this cycle of Gasperini, where they did great thing, qualifying twice to Champions League, going to Europe for 4 years in a row, playing a Coppa Italia final, getting to quarter final of Champions League, and getting close to semi-final, but they never won a title. And I think Gasperini is particularly caring about this, because it feels like, I want to have one victory to remember. And I know that in Coppa Italia, out of 1 or 2 games, I can do it against everyone. So, in my opinion, he will play at his best tonight. And that will cost for him going into the weekend. There is room for the double chance out, but I prefer to go with both teams to score because Torino has shown to have soul since Davide Nicola came, and I think they will show that soul also against in Bergamo. But it's hard to think that Atalanta again won't win after losing to Lazio. So both teams to score.
Okay, first of all, welcome Driss. Finally gets to watch us live. You're more than welcome. Thanks for putting yourself in the chat. Over 50% of you have put that thumbs up. Just keep pressing it, please. Shows a little bit of appreciation. Babylon Bredzi says, I only listen to Tancredi and Matt. Flash is a cash losing machine.
No.
Welcome Babylon to your first ever show, because obviously you don't have an absolute Scooby-Doo, which is Clue, by the way. Atalanta, for me, I think they win. They're your team. You're not wearing the shirt, so we can't hex them, Alex.
Actually, Alex, you have reshaped the design of your studio. What happened?
Yeah, I moved houses. And also the light is better.
You moved out into a new house?
Yeah. This is
so
why.
So much you are winning in these shows?
In life, let's say. In life.
Yeah, his wife is winning on all the shows.
Exactly. What I can say to you that Tancredi is right on a point that since the Coppa Italia matches started this last month basically, Atalanta just won 1 match in Serie A, which was weird 3-0 against AC Milan. But they lost to Lazio last week, drawing to Udinese and Genoa. Torino, yes, they won a point, if I can say that, or they lost 2. If I think that they lost 2 against Fiorentina, because they pushed when they were two men up, 2 players up against Fiorentina, but without a lot of power, they were powerless. They looked like they are not creating chances. They looked deflated. Now you can easily see why they are sitting where they are sitting in the table there in 17th place, equal on points with Cagliari on the relegation zone there. I don't know. When I first saw this match, I was saying plus 1.5 on Torino at 1.8. So not them to lose more than 1 goal difference, But after that, Atalanta only at 1.4. I don't know what to say about that. So I really think that the both team to score that Tan mentioned at 1.8 is a good take.
Okay, first of all, hey Ashton, welcome back. He's not been very well. He was part of the pandemic. He got involved right at the very deep end, but he's better now, which is good to have you back, my lad.
I think that I will take it also because my father-in-law has it, and we met a lot lately because he helped me with moving, and today he tested positive.
For fuck's sake.
Well, let's hope he's all right as well. But I've gone Atalanta as the second leg of my 4-team parlay. Next game, I didn't know if this was a trap or not, Alex, because a blind man says Sassuolo win at -110, draw +275, and the Spezia at +315. We know what we're going to get. It looks like an Alex classic. It looks like goals. But can we trust Sassuolo just on the winners market to get the job done at -110?
You can trust the goals market in this one. This is what I believe. You cannot trust Sassuolo because lately they have been very disappointing with us. 5 matches without a win, including a Coppa Italia match against Spal. But it's good that they always score, that is a good thing. They scored against Lazio, Parma, Cagliari, Juventus, Genoa, and so on. I think that Spezia are a great matchup for Sassuolo. I think that Spezia fits exactly their style of play. going up, both sides going up. I think that the Alex Classic is on the cards all the way in this one. But I will not play the Alex Classic. I will play more value bet over 3 goals on the Asian handicap at even money at 2.0. So just in case of 3 goals, you will take your money back. But I'm expecting 4 goals. And to be honest, last week Spezia were very unlucky not to score against Udinese. At least in the first half, they had so big opportunities of scoring. In the second half, they controlled the game. Udinese parked the bus. They did well to take the 3 points against Spezia. I was expecting more from Spezia. But Sassuolo are struggling at the back, and we always know that they will concede. And Spezia will go all in and score like they always do, minus couple of matches during the entire season. So over 3 goals on the Asian handicap for me at even money.
Okay, Raymond Reddington's come up with a good point, and he's saying that the only way to bet Sassuolo games is go for their corners. Yeah, they're just an all-out attack. But again, I'm just wondering, it's minus 110, moving to minus 115, Tan. So Sassuolo, if they put their best foot forward, they win the game. But do they win the game with both teams scoring?
I don't know. In this, I go with Sassuolo to win. The odds are pretty good. It's true that lately are very groggy, Sassuolo, but how long that can last? They are missing Berardi, whose job apparently is not replaceable. Of the many that can be replaced, his job is not replaceable. But on the other side, Spezia, who are always playing their football, always trying to win. They tried against Udinese, didn't score, but what's happening with them? Nzola, the surprising striker not only of Spezia, or I would say of all first half of Serie A, was missing and will be missed again in the next game. Also Saponara, they just signed him, the former Milan player from Fiorentina, got a red card, so he won't be there. So I would say that when Zola is not there, they have some troubles in converting their chances. As he won't be there, as Sassuolo, seriously, how long they can go on without winning? That's a perfect situation. And they face one team in front of them that is playing like they do. So it's leaving space. So they can do it. It's not someone that is like defending, backtracking, and hitting them on counter-attack. Minus 110, very good to take.
Okay, I don't know. Listen, Yao, I'm going to have to be very, very serious for a minute. You've said it now. Sassuolo win to 0. Do you please listen to what I'm going to say? Stay off the drugs. Sassuolo win to 0. Let's move on.
1 second, Ial Qual says that he's here only for Tancredi, so he will not listen to you. So please stop talking to him.
He's obviously not listening to me. Have you seen our records? Okay, next game. This is the third leg of my 14 parlay. It's Juve minus 125, draw plus 300, Roma plus 335. Now, Tan, I look at Roma when I look at these big matchups. I don't see no aggression. I see no strength. And also, I see them second-guessing themselves. I'm not complicating it. I'm going with Juve to beat them.
No, I don't feel like I want to take a final outcome in this. Because Juve, in between of this semi-final, Roma, except in the derby, then in the big game, well, Roma are
That's their biggest game.
Roma are possibly overperforming over their overall in their season, to which is their level, but they've been consistent. They always have been consistent. Now, it's true that they have this huge issue about Dzeko that has been excluded in the last 2 weeks, that was offered the last Thursday to Inter for a straight swap with Alexis Sanchez, and only because Inter in this moment is penniless, broken, so couldn't pay the taxes that should pay more with the Dzeko contract, didn't finalize that deal. But Dzeko stayed, and it's news of 1 hour ago. They had a talk, a meeting with Paulo Fonseca. So apparently, he is allowed to join back the team. Not sure if he will be able already to play this Sunday. I mean, not will be able, if he will be allowed to play, which is weird because you already missed the first leg. It was a draw in September because he was supposed actually to move to Juventus a few days later, and now he's missing again this game, probably because he was supposed to join Inter. But all in all, even against Verona, and we know that Verona, how tough they are against big clubs, against Verona, their collective performance was great. Roma will miss also Lorenzo Pellegrini, who is suspended. But the fact that they will miss Lorenzo Pellegrini, they will know they won't have such stamina and energy in the middle. So I consider Fonseca, and I think he will be careful about that side. Juventus are, as I said, will be stressed out by... It's true that they did quite some rotation yesterday because they played 6 out of the best 11. And that is quite some rotation, to be honest. But anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo was there. The defense was there. So I think we'll feel this stress. And also, Juve are great if they can go in a 1 goal up and play counter-attack.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Otherwise, they struggle. Yesterday against Inter, they were crap for the first half hour. The moment they scored the penalty, in my opinion, then the situation turned around. They could leave the ball and hit on counter-attack, and that's how they did it. So if Roma are careful, I think it will be hard for Juve to win. But all in all, both concede. All in all, Juventus at least are not speculating. Maybe are playing badly sometimes, many times, but they are not speculating. So I prefer to go with the Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. And let me say also, United Channel is asking about Adam Diallo. I will tell you in the next game, Adam, United Channel.
Okay. Alex,
all the way
versus Roma.
All the way the Alex Classic at 1.91, a 2-2 draw in the last match without Dzeko. Of course, that Juventus were not in this shape that they are right now in the first match. And if it wasn't for the Coppa Italia double with Inter right now, you would have go all the way with Juventus here. They seem to be better and better. This month they have only in January they had only wins minus that game with Inter in Serie A. I think that they are on a good road here. They rotated more players than Inter yesterday, and I think that they will be fresh against Roma. But I think that also they will concede in this one. So maybe so a full stake on Alex Classic here at 1.91, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, but a little bit of stake, I don't know, half stake on Juventus to win and both teams to score. I think that that is also a great value, but I will check right now for the odds and I will let you know.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to you, so you better be quick, because it's Genoa at plus 440, draw plus 300, Napoli minus 135. Listen, I spotted that Genoa, they earned me good money, but then I let them go last week. Tan didn't, and they won again at plus 150. Is this the outsider or the dog that a lot of people want to call that you want to be with this weekend, Alex?
I thought just to let our viewers know, you were on this Genoa train 3 weeks in a row. You chickened up last week and you didn't put your money on them. Tancredi did, and it paid off 3-0 against Crotone. Not only that, but Genoa managed to keep 4 consecutive clean sheets in Serie A, which says a lot of about this their defense. You know, it doesn't really matter. They played against Crotone. You will say Crotone are last, okay, are bad. No, they are not bad. You just didn't watch their games. You will say that they played against Cagliari, who they struggle. Yeah, Cagliari struggle. But Atalanta, no goals against Genoa. Bologna, no goals against Genoa. So it says a lot about this Genoa side. On the other side, we have Napoli with huge internal issues. I don't know if Gattuso will be here in 10 days from now, or what coach will come. I saw Tancredi posting something about two managers that they were called up.
Benitez and Allegri.
Yeah, Benitez and Allegri, but I don't think that Allegri will come to train Napoli, because he never takes a team in the middle of the season, and I think that that is a good take.
No, but not for the middle of the season, because Gattuso got a contract until the end of the season, and the main point, because he's always signing only for 1 year, and the main point was that they had prepared a contract already for the next 2 seasons 1 month ago, and it hasn't been signed yet, and it is uncertain why, but rumor has it, and it's much more than a rumor, is because the Napoli president had second thoughts, and so now he's checking with other managers like Benitez and Allegri about their availability for the next season.
Imagine
so, Alex, are you going with Genoa?
No, I'm not going with Genoa. I'm going with the over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.72. I think that it will be an entertaining match. I think that Genoa will finally concede against such a great attacking side, that the side in Serie A that created the most chances in the entire season. Yes, it's true that they only have 43 goals. They have, I don't know, the third attack in Serie A after Inter and Roma, the fourth after Atalanta also. But in chances created, they are first there. And when they start to play and they will start to score against you, they will never stopping. So I think that also Genoa will find the back of the net against Napoli. So over 2.5 goals for me at 1.72.
Okay. How does Gattuso keep his job though, Tam? Because everyone's talking about the manager this, the manager that. It was only 6-7 weeks ago that, obviously, with the Maradona scenario, he was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and he really galvanized them.
Yeah, it's very crazy. To be honest, I think it's very unfair. I believe that Napoli got a team for a Champions League placement, so 4th position, and they are there fighting. They won the Coppa Italia only 6 months ago when they were in deep crisis. Gattuso lost the Italian Super Cup, yes, but what was 2-0? But when it was 1-0, 10 minutes to the end, he had a penalty. I mean, he's there fighting. He has been without Osimhen and Mertens for 3 months, so it's not easy. And as Gattuso is easily pointing out, he's saying, what if Juventus would be without Cristiano Ronaldo for 3 months? What if Inter would be without Lukaku for 3 months? And it's totally fair. I don't really understand. And the Naples world environment around Gattuso is so critical with Gattuso. There are things to fix, but I think they are eating up on their own world and their own fate, because really it's just self-destruction.
So the squad will be suffering also from this kind of news, and the mentality, and they will be deflated when they will hear, okay, we will have another coach at the end of the season. Everybody's talking bad about our actual coach. You know, we are dropping points against easy team like Spezia, you know. But you are totally right there. They are there on top. And if they win their match against the Juventus,
and they have 1 game in hand.
Points.
Yeah, and honestly, now it doesn't look like they would win against Juventus. But if they would have played that game in September, they were clearly the favorite. I mean, it's so really, it's so nonsense. You mentioned about the players affected by this. There was, in one interview, a post-match interview 2 weeks ago, Gattuso said, we shouldn't be affected by this, but unfortunately, nowadays, the players are day and night. He used an expression that rhymes with bankers, but is not bankers. No. And that you say to, like, when the referee is a banker, for example.
Yes, so, we get it, Tan.
You get it?
We got it.
So he said, unfortunately, day and night, players are banking off on internet, so they are reading all these comments, all these radios, and so they're affected by that. Well, all in all, this game comes for Napoli as well, in between of the semi-final against Atalanta. Very, very tough. And Genoa, we know how tough they are. There is one thing, though, I want to stress about this, about the odds, because many times, well, not many times, few times, we have seen in the last season that, I don't know, once every 4 weeks, there were some odds that seemed to us clearly wrong. It happened in Milan-Atalanta. Was too much favorite Atalanta, and Atalanta won. Last week, Spezia-Udinese. Udinese was too much favorite, and Udinese won. I challenged the bookmakers in those two chances, and I lost. Other times I challenged and I won, like with Schalke, Juventus, Cagliari. It wasn't matters. But this time around is again one of those cases where odds seem to be extremely wrong, because they are too much in favor of Napoli, considering that Napoli will have this double header in Coppa Italia, all the problems around now, and considering how solid Genoa have been. You said no goals conceded in 4 games. Seemed to me they did some mistake in bookmaking, although in the last times against Spezia Udinese, for example, they were actually right. But I feel like Genoa is giving me confidence. So I go with double chance on Genoa. So Genoa to win or a draw. And I think it's very rich enough.
Yeah, it is. It's a game I've got to leave alone for them exact reasons, Tam, because I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, how the hell are Napoli at minus 135? But as you say, I went against the books as well. I went with Milan, double chance, draw no bet against Atalanta, and I got absolutely stiffed. Now, before we go on to Benevento, this Saturday, it's a Super Bowl poker night. Listen, we all love our poker. Do you remember last time? I took them all to the cleaners. Take it away, Lee.
Ready to show off your poker with a chance to compete for a $500 prize pool for free. Join us in our amazing social media community this February 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time in our Super Bowl Poker Tournament. Registration is free and is now open. All you have to do is register on the SBR forum, download the SBR Poker client, and DM us your name on Twitter to get the passcode for the tournament. You can find the links for the registration and client download on the description of this video. So, what are you waiting for? Get your best game ready, try your luck, and let's have some fun on Super Bowl weekend with SBR's free poker tournament. I'll see you there.
We all love our poker. You've got to listen. You've got to have that poker face. It's like when you're trying to be funny, but you're not smiling. Some people, they get it. They're the winners. The ones that don't get it, you're the losers. Close the door on the way out.
That's why you have your shades on with you all the
I
time.
always wear my shades. I even wear my shades sometimes when I go to bed, just because the sun comes through at a certain angle. Benevento plus 210, draw plus 235, Sampdoria plus 155. This is another one of them where the price looks to be a little bit dodgy in favour of the away side. Now, the home side, Benevento, they're tough, Tan. I've got to leave it.
No, I want to risk on Benevento, and it's part of my top 5 picks. It's true that they are in favor of Sampdoria, but they are not so unbalanced like we saw in Genoa-Napoli. I have to say, Benevento against Inter played their worst game of the season by miles. Benevento drew with Juventus. Benevento pushed to the limit Milan.
But they were destroyed by Crotone, by Atalanta.
Okay. But if they wouldn't be destroyed once in a while, they would be in Champions League.
They got destroyed 3 times in their last 4 matches.
Yeah, but it's Benevento we are talking about. The thing is that with the big teams, against Atalanta, they weren't destroyed in the result. But in actually the first half, they played at the same level. possibly that was their mistake, trying to play at the same level of Atalanta. They should have been more careful. But they always give a performance. Against Lazio, they played good. Against Roma, the first half, they played good. Against Napoli, they played good. Against Inter, they've been completely whipped away. I mean, they didn't have not even one shot on target. And if I'm not mistaken, they didn't have one single shot in all the game, not only shot on target. So, too bad to be true. It's true you said they lost 3 of the last 4. True, but we saw that when they were playing minor teams, they were getting a bit more distracted. Kind as Verona, but possibly, but much better with middle table or higher. It was too big to handle that defeat in San Siro. I think it's not just losing. It was really too big, and I think there must be a reaction. The price is very good, and Sampdoria might not be that much motivated. It's so good a price that I want to go with that. In the next order, sorry, just because otherwise seem to teaser, United channel is still asking, I will tell you about the Adama Diallo transfer to Manchester United.
Lovely. Alex, Benevento plus 200 at home.
Yeah, I don't know. I will not touch on this match, but I just want to say that Barcelona is making a good point. Sampdoria total team goals over 1.5 at 2.2. Benevento conceded 2 goals at least in 5 of their last 6 matches. It's exactly what Tan said. They had no shots against Inter, not no shots on goals, no shots in the entire match. They didn't create nothing, 0. And
so do you think Sampdoria scored 2?
Yeah, I really think that Sampdoria might even win this one.
Well, they will win if they score 2. Surely, are you saying Benevento scored 2?
Why not? In their last 3 head-to-heads, also in the reverse match, they scored 3 Benevento. So why not? It will be a crazy match. I don't know. I would love to watch it, and I think we have it on Sunday morning, if I remember correct. Sunday morning at 1:30, perfect with a coffee for me to watch Sampdoria versus Benevento.
Okay, then what about the next game? Because this is the full flag of my 14 parlay. I've gone with Inter, Atalanta, Juve, and Milan. Milan minus 400, so it can only go in a parlay. Draw plus 575. Crotone at a massive plus 1400, Alex.
Yeah, I think that Milan will put on a statement here. I think that they will win by 2 goals at least, and the minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap is at 1.72. I really think that Crotone are very bad lately. They failed to find the back of the net against Genoa. Okay, they created some chances, but they didn't transform them into goals. Defeat after defeat after defeat, and against teams like Benevento, like Verona, like Fiorentina that has problems. AC Milan right now are very, very, very motivated. Absolutely 1000% motivated. 2 points at the top of the table. They will want to keep it that way. It's true that a Scudetto or a title, let's say, in general, you lose a title by dropping points against small teams. And this is one of the matches that you might drop points. But I think that the level of confidence right now for AC Milan is too big to be put it out. So I think that Milan minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.72 is the way to go. I see an easy 2-3-1, 3-1, 4-1 there type of match, you know, with AC Milan leading from halftime. I think that is also a good take. Halftime, full time, and the odds for that are at 1.73 also.
We see Crotone scoring though, Tan?
Not that sure, you know.
No, not me.
No, because Milan got one of the best defense and they are back on track. It was tricky, that game against Bologna. Surely, well, they had 2 penalties on 2 goals, so at least they weren't unlucky. Imagine they are at 14 penalties out in 20 games. The second that got the most in this special rank got 5. and the maximum in the history of Serie A is 18 in one single season. But all in all, their confidence and their mentality is there. And I think they winning this in the style we saw along this season. So dynamic, safe, determined. So Milan with handicap. So Milan to win with at least 2 goals gap.
Yeah, this is exactly what I said.
Exactly the same.
Let me add, otherwise seems that I'm mocking him. Oh, so United Channel was asking about the move of Adam Diallo from Atalanta to Manchester United, a move that has been sealed in this January, but it actually already started last summer. They paid a lot of money, approximately 30 million of euros. Now, who are we talking about? It's a player that had 2 appearances, I guess, in Serie A. And they were 2 short appearances, like 20 minutes each, something like that. You're already impressed in those 2 appearances because they look like, let's face it, like these short-sized but very fast, unstoppable young players that I don't want to say Messi-esque, because Messi is much, much more. Let's say for when you see that kind of player, you see like, wow, he's taking the ball, he's short, he's going straight to the goal, nobody can stop him. Seems like Messi.
Papu Gomez type.
No. Papu Gomez is a number 10.
Like a Ronaldo in the early days at Old Trafford. He used to get bums off seats.
No, because he's young. I would tell you like Obafemi Martins, if you remember Martins when he was at Inter. Now, anyway, Manchester United are buying the potential, because it could be a lot, or it could just be another Bebe, if you remember him. The thing is that he wasn't tested at all, Diallo, in Serie A. He's coming from the academy of Atalanta, who has produced the best products consistently in the last 5 years. Basically, I think that the fact that Atalanta consistently in the last 5 years and consistently in Europe has been so good with young players and in scouting, basically this pushed Manchester United to go for this risk, to go for this gamble. And so this is the way how it must be taken. Potentially, there is a lot, but how many players we have seen that got potential? Really, he has been tested 0 in professional football. So you need to give time. This is not for something for next year. Possibly, if there is something good, we will see in 2 or 3 years.
Okay, let's move on. Udinese, plus 140. Draw, plus 220 in Verona at plus 225. Probably the trickiest game on the card, Tan.
Trickiest game, indeed, because, well, it's a derby. It's a derby of that area, of the Triveneto, as it is called, that area. It is particularly felt by those 2 teams, because they were the 2 teams, the 2 clubs that were fighting in Serie A. All the others from Venice or Trieste, they were never up. So there is a kind of rivalry. Udinese will be without De Paul, and we know that De Paul is 51% of potential of Udinese. He's suspended. And Verona lost badly to Roma. It's only the 2nd game they have lost against a big team, but compared to the only other one against Inter, where their performance was good, they looked helpless against Udinese, and that was weird. Lasagna, who was at Udinese and was in the starting 11, the only Italian national team player that was at Udinese, just moved to Verona. Don't know if he will be played, but factor also that factor. I think Verona are quite favored. But when I saw the bookmakers going in favor of Udinese, I said, are they tricking me again, as they did against Spezia Udinese? So I prefer to pick the under 2.5 goals, which is almost every time coming out with Udinese, and imagine this time that they don't have the power.
I couldn't agree more. And the big thing for me, Alex, is when I look at it and go, it's close to that 200. Any time the draw is close to 200, It's a magic sign. I'm not getting involved in the game. I've told you what I'm doing. I'm doing the 4 teams. Udinese, Verona. Big fat pass.
Yeah, a big pass. I agree with the under 2.5 goals. I don't agree with the Lasagna being a good transfer for Verona. I think that they had a pretty decent squad. Lasagna is very, very overrated in my opinion. What I can tell you is that both teams to score no at 1.95 represents a very good value bet. I see a 1-0 type of match. I don't know in what direction, but I really see Verona winning this one. And the value is with the Verona also. So if you want to take them also with the Trono bet option, you can do it at 2.3. So Verona with the draw no bet. In case of a draw, you will take your money back.
Okay, everyone's asking about the Napoli and Atalanta game. I will, after we've done the 2-team parlay at the end, I'll get the boys to give you a quick view on that game. Now we went with Udinese Verona. Copy and paste, because here we go. It's the same type of game. Parma plus 235, draw plus 240, and Bologna at plus 140. Again, I cannot trust either of these two sides. Bologna are the better side, but then Parma might just come and do you, Alex.
Yeah, I want to see. There are many faces at Parma right now. I want to see them in action a little bit. Is the new guy that is coming from Steaua, Dennis Mann. I really think that he will have a great career in Serie A. He's fit for that Italian football. He was very prolific in. Of course, you cannot compare the Serie A with the Romanian league, of course. But he did great to under 21 to the Euro when they went.
Striker?
No. He's behind the striker. Yeah, he can play different. He can play different roles. Yes, he's a very creative guy. He left from the Romanian league being the top goal scorer and the top assister this season. He did a great Euro under 21 last year, 2 years ago, basically, when they qualified in the semifinals, if you remember. So he was very prolific, and he has a lot to learn, of course, because Serie A is more tactical, is totally different than what they're playing here in my country. But I think that he has a great potential. He's young, and I think that we should. But
consider that Parma play the purest counter-attack. Is he fit for that?
Yeah, always fit for counter-attack. Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to go near Parma or Bologna?
So for me, it's both teams to score at 1.7.
Both teams to score. No, I don't think that's going to be an official one, though, to be honest, Alex. Tan, Parma, Bologna. Is it going to be a 1-1, 2-1 type of game?
I go with under 2.5 goals. That is what has happened in each single league game at Parma since Roberto D'Aversa took the job almost a month ago. Bologna are trying to shut the door, and I will see if they will be clever this time around. Let's see, because if Mihailovic play careless, Parma kills you. For how bad Parma are playing, but on counter-attack, it's the only thing that they are able to do. I savor this report from Alex about Man. My concern about Parma is that, in my opinion, they signed in the wrong way, because they had already up front Gervinho, Cornelius, Inglese. They are not making the most of what they have up front. They should have reinforced defense or the creativity in the middle. And if I don't know, if you tell me it's a number 10, Man seemed to me that is too.
Why did they sign Graziano Pele? I really don't understand that.
Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. They splashed cash on players up front when the issue is in the middle. Parma creativity is zero. So last year they played good, but they had Kulusevski, who is that now this time. So I'm very concerned about them. But anyway, this game I go with under 2.5 goals because with D'Aversa it has been consistently in the league games in that way, and shutting the door and trying to make the most of that.
Also,
all right. Well, if you're both going to be right, it's going to be a 1-1 draw because you've got both teams to score. You've got under 2.5, 10. So it's going to be a 1-1 around plus 550, maybe even plus 600. Last game, left them alone last week. Lazio, well, they came and bit me, to be honest. Lazio at minus 250, draw plus 425, Cagliari plus 850. Tan, just sharpen this one up so we can get to the picks, please.
Look, this is very hard game because Cagliari was so close to win, and they let it go at the very last minute.
Yes, but how they did that match? Okay, they were very close to win, but you have to tell also our viewers how that match went.
No, but it was level. It was leveled. They could. The draw is fair, but honestly, it was leveled. But anyway, when you lose you don't lose the win because they drew at the very last second, and after 6 games in a row you are losing. It's hitting hard on your confidence. But anyway, this tells that Cagliari could be even angrier. But anyway, Lazio are clinical. Lazio are very clinical lately. And Milinkovic-Savic is in a fantastic shape. Against Atalanta, he was amazing. We know already about how relevant is his impact in the middle with his physicality, with his ability to impress the game with his athleticism. But he had put in some assists, no look, one touch. The way he's upgrading this player is fantastic. So I say that it won't be that easy. But anyway, not only Lazio to win, that would be too low odds, Lazio to be ahead first half and second half.
Wow, that's ballsy. I can't trust Lazio to start the game.
Really?
You never trust Lazio. And look where they are, 6 in the standings, 5 wins in a row. You never trust them. I
just don't like the way they play.
And still you don't trust them.
Are you trusting them? Are you going with them?
I would rather go with Cagliari.
Are you betting Lazio?
No, +1 on the Asian handicap at 1.85.
Right. Freddie.
1.5 on the Asian, plus 1.5 on the Asian handicap.
Exactly. Freddie, stick up them picks, please. Here we go. We've got Sassuolo over 3 goals in the game on the Asian handicap. So if it's 3 goals, it's just a straight push at plus 100. Juve, the Alex Classic at minus 109. Genoa over 2.5 goals in the game at minus 133. And Parma, both teams to score at minus 135. Now, Tancredi's gone for Juve, Alex Classic at minus 110. Milan, -1 at minus 135. Genoa, double chance, plus 125. Benevento at plus 195. Go on the Tan Madness. And Fiorentina, both teams to score at minus 130.
Not Tan Madness, but it's a good one. Because many are asking, sapiosexual.
Listen,
from 300 up, it's Tan Madness. Only
listen, from minus 150 up is Tan Madness.
Okay. Shut up.
Flash's picks: Atalanta win, Inter win, Milan win, Juve win, plus 4.18, 1 unit. If they win, they win. It's a bit of fun for me because I think that there's no value on the winners.
This is what you did around all the leagues this week, because you said that everything is very tough this week.
No, funnily enough. First of all, we want the 2-team parlay, but I found 3 really good bets in Bundesliga. I went 3-1 last week in Bundesliga, and I found 3 again this week, and I really, really like the value of them. So join us tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Time when I'll have these 2 geniuses alongside me. Now, 2-team parlay, and we need a winning parlay, gentlemen. Who are we going for, Tan? 1 bet.
If you have it already, go you first, Alex.
I quite like Milan -1.5
yes,
on the
yes.
Asian.
Okay. Okay. Get that. Okay.
Because you both like it. I like it.
Okay.
Minus 1.5 Asian handicap. And what did I say it was? Minus what? Minus 133.
Yes.
Perfect. That's a perfect parlay. Now, Alex, where are you going to go for your second one?
I will go in. So difficult.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'll go Juve, Roma, both teams to score.
Okay, Juve, Roma, both teams to score. And what price is that?
Minus 175.
Minus 175. Well, there you have it. Milan minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap, minus 133. I wouldn't blame anyone if they just wanted a single on that game. You can see Milan scoring 4 there. Juve, Roma, both teams to score at minus 175. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. And don't forget to press the thumbs up. If this has been your first show live, then I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, you're part of it. Also, press a link in the description, and that will take you over to the articles read by Tan or Alex or Martin. But every single sport that we cover on SBR, we have articles over there that accompany them. Don't forget the $1,050. So make sure you follow at SBR Sports Picks. Get the trivia. Then put your answer, followed by the hashtag. And the hashtag is SBR Super Bowl. Hashtag SBR Super Bowl.
Can I ask you?
Well, can I ask you what you think quickly about Napoli and Atalanta tonight? Because a whole host of people in the chat, they want to know.
Okay, I will tell if you then let me give you a question while you tell me. They both changed. Napoli changed 2 of the best 11. Atalanta only 1 of the best 11. I think very open game. Possibly I would go with an Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals.
Okay, so got Alex Classic. Quickly, Alex, please.
The only, I think that you can easily go with the over 2.5 goals because that is a good price, 1.72 directly, you know. Yeah. So the Alex Classic should be around 1.9.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so it's minus 110. There was something else. Oh, the boys were talking about, Alex did used to work for Calvin Klein as a model. He used to model ankle bracelets. Beautiful ankles, that lad. Beautiful ankles. Don't worry, because Tan used to model balaclavas.
No, ankle bracelets as well. Look, I wanted to ask you, what exactly you are preparing for the Super Bowl? Explain me.
Yeah. By the way, someone asked on the chat if you are doing a live show for the Super Bowl.
Listen, I don't. That's 3 days away. 3 days away in my lifetime. Yes, I'm hoping that we're going to be doing it. I haven't been told we're doing it. We're doing a show tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern time, with Donny and Kyle and a whole host of all the presenters are all going to be giving their opinions. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to have like a little 10-minute segment. Don't know if it's going to be at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, but we will be doing something tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern time on SBR. Listen, go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, but on Saturday and Sunday?
On Sunday, Saturday's poker.
Super Bowl poker.
So what exactly is that? Can you explain me?
Well, when you play poker?
It's a $500 free entry poker tournament. The only thing that you have to do is to go to create a username on the forum. You have all the description, all the links on the description below the video. Download the poker client from that specific link, and after that you go ask for the password. The social media guys will give you the password, and you go enter and compete for €500 prize.
Freddie.
Nice. And on Sunday?
Ciao.
There is live show?
Of course, I will let you know all about it.
Because I don't understand nothing about American football. So the only way for me to enjoy this
Freddie, why am I still listening
will be to listen to you.